morning. I'm sitting in the car half an hour before sunrise in Snowdon, waiting to go and photograph a tree. It's not any old tree though. This is a very iconic tree, very, very well photographed. It's about 25 minutes before the sun rises, but obviously it's got to go over the mountains before we get any light. But I'm going to go wander over to the tree now. Found the tree. I can actually see it better through the camera than I can in real life because of the exposure. So I've knocked the ISO up and the exposure right up, just so I can get my composition. But my rule of thirds lines here. I've tried to put the tree as close to that right hand third, vertical third. These rocks all in the foreground are absolutely fantastic. And obviously, I'm not sure if the composition's just a bit off. Perhaps I should move the tree over a little bit. But we'll take a shot now while it's misty. It's not really misty, it's just naff, foggy and flat really. But we'll see. I mean, this is the set. See, this is before I fall over. There's a little bench here. It's mad, it's right next to a car park and everything. So this is, I sort of pan round. So this is the lone tree in Snowdonia. I mean, it's a beautiful lake. What a location. It is really, really peaceful. Birds. And I could hear people wandering around a minute ago. I thought, do you know what, that is it. That is the influx of photographers that's just going to jump out the bushes with their tripods and push me out of the way. But it's really nice. I think they've decided because the weather's crap, they're not going to bother. But I've got the place to myself. I mean, there's not much I can do. You know, it's such, as I say, it's such a popular location, and it's pretty much every photograph you see of this is shot perfectly anyway. So there's not really anything. I'll have a look, see if I can play with these rocks or something, but I don't mean move them. I mean like get a different angle of the tree. But yeah, I mean, you've got the valley. See if I can put it over there. There you go. So you've got the tree leading off into the valley. The sun will be rising in that direction there as well. So that's where the colour's going to come from. And just basically a slow enough exposure just to get the water moving around the rocks here. I mean, to be honest, the ripples look amazing. So I'm gonna take a quick snap. See how long f8 gives me with no filters whatsoever, and we'll go from there. Apologies if this light's blinding you. Okay, I've moved the camera over to the left. I wasn't quite happy with the tree just not leading your eye. The shape of the tree kind of, let me show you. See the shape of the tree? Just, it's weird because it's the wrong way around on the screen. The shape of the tree just takes your eye into the middle of the valley there. So, but annoyingly, we've got them lights over there. So it's just a case of waiting, I suppose. Hopefully them street lights will turn off as soon as sun rises. Boom. But what a place for landscape photography this is. Snowdon is just perfect. Absolutely. I adore Snowdonia, it's fantastic. So let me talk you through my settings. Okay, so let's talk you through my settings. So we've got the Fuji XT2 on the tripod there. And that tree it does look really amazing on camera, it's crazy. It's such a photogenic location. I mean, it's a beautiful place though, but I'm going to ruin it for anybody, but there's a nice bench you can sit and chill. Bench is pointing in the wrong direction. So yeah, Fujifilm XT2, and let's have a look at the settings. Okay, so there's our composition. I've gone for f8, ISO 200, and we've got 20-second exposure, which is going to be absolutely amazing for getting out them ripples. The lens we've gone for, let me turn the camera off so you can see. The lens we've got on there is the 10-24, trusty wide-angle Fujifilm lens. So, and then obviously got the cable release in the side there. What a place! That is imagine being here for a nice sunrise or something like that. Be one of them places that you visit and never forget. So then we've done a 20-second exposure, f8 ISO 200, no filters, and just to mention as well that, if you can see it there, when your camera's on a tripod, something I do a lot is leave the image stabilizer on. I forget to turn it off. So if your camera's on a tripod, make sure you turn that off. Let's have a look at the results of that 20-second exposure. Nice, let's just make sure we're not clipping. It's a tad bright, look. It's a tad bright on the right hand side. But it's not clipping. I might stop it down a bit. Let's do another one at f10. See, there's plenty of room there on the histogram. Yay! Actually got some sunlight. Head torch has come off. Do you know what? It gets better and better. As the light's coming through, you're starting to see, if I try and start to point and use this camera, it's how the colours of the trees start to show over there. So you can imagine if the light was just right in this, what a photograph this would make. Well, it does. It makes, you know, I mean, there's no detail in the sky at all. You see, the clouds are just completely flat. But it's still so beautiful. Now that the light's coming through, what an absolutely amazing location. I'll move the camera again just to give me a few options, and what I decided to do is to try and include the autumn colours over there. I mean, there's a bush just to the left over there as well. Well, that's got some nice autumn colours. So this is Lake Llyn Padarn. I didn't actually say that, but it is. Llyn Padarn.
Gate Crush the vlog.
Yeah, where are you from again?
Market Drayton.
Market Drayton, there we are, fantastic. So a photographer from Market Drayton who's also a Fuji photographer, more importantly than anything else. Okay, so the light's got a lot brighter, and you timed it perfectly. You sort of rocked up when the light was getting good. So we can actually see now. So I've gone down to ISO 100, f18, and at 25 seconds. And boom, so we go. It looks like we might be in luck. Just in the middle there of the valley. Looks like there's a bit of light coming through. It might just come through enough. And if it does, I've got the Fujifilm X2 ready with the 50-140 lens on there, just ready to zoom in, pick out the castle then in the valley. Hopefully that light coming through. And that's over there, ready to go. Okay, so I've moved on from from the previous location to a castle which is right by Llyn Padarn Lake, and this is Castle Llyn Padarn. Absolutely gorgeous. There's the castle. There it is. So there's quite a few people around, so I'm just waiting for them to go before we can take a photograph. I think I'm going to go for a panoramic image, and most of the colour. There's still some lovely autumn colour in the background. If you can see the colour, the autumn colour in the trees there in the background. So I'm hoping if I get a panoramic image, starting at the castle there, working our way around and trying to get some of that autumn colour there. So that'd be really, really nice. So we're just waiting for a few people to leave the castle, and there's no rush because the light is appalling. There's not much we can do about that. So we're just enjoying 5 or 10 minutes while that couple there, that family, have their dinner, and then we'll crack on with the shot. Okay, they are starting to go, so we can get on with the shot. I'll just show you my settings. I've got the Fuji XT2 set up at f16, and I'm looking to do a panoramic image. So I've got it on the vertical L bracket, which will allow me to move move the camera across the scene, keeping the camera above the tripod. So it makes it a lot easier for stitching the panoramic in post. So basically, just make sure that your tripod is perfectly vertical with the panoramics, and we're just literally waiting for people. This always seems to be busy weekend. I think there's a marathon or something on in Snowdon, so it's a very busy weekend to be trying to get the place to yourself. But yeah, it's still really nice. I mean, hopefully you'll be able to pick out some of this colour now. So just moving the camera across, f16, ISO 200, and it's a bracketed image. So there's 3 photographs, one for the bright sky, so not lose so much sky. One for the shadows, to bring out some of the detail in the shadows, and obviously a normal image then, which we can use to pull out all the colour and all the midtones. So we'll merge the 3 together then and get a nicely exposed image. So it should be good. Looking forward to this. It's really, really nice. Nice to see so much pretty autumn colours. It's a shame the light's a bit flat, but I think it will be all right. So the only filter I've got on the camera is the Format High-Tech polarizer. I've got that on now just to cut through the glare, because all the slate and all the rocks in the foreground are very wet, so they're showing. See here, so the polarizer will just cut through all the reflection on there and give us a nice dense rock. So what I'll do, the last person is just coming downstairs, and we'll get a quick pano. Should be good. So much for getting this far. I've got a feeling this is going to be quite a long one, but I've absolutely had an amazing day. It's been incredible. I've got to say a massive thank you to Andy Paul, which I met at the Lone Tree this morning for sunrise, who's been incredible, showing me around and showing me some really cool shots to get. His knowledge for the area is incredible, so massive thank you, Andy. Very grateful. Yeah, I've had a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and please hit the subscribe button just down there and leave us a comment. That'd be great. Thanks so much. See you again soon.